Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a flow. Are you guys feeling the vibes?
I'm feeling it. I'm floating.
We are here. Welcome to the Untitled Catie Housman Project / Austin Comedy Club / shout out Austin Culture Club,
All that.
who is our podcast daddies. I was going to say parents, but it's like because they're all men, it actually is.
I'm a manly man.
I'm sorry. Let's start over. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay. This is great.
I'm a man's man.
I'm feeling silly today.
I'm a man's man. It is a silly day.
We have Daniel, last name West, on the podcast.
What's up, yo?
And Jordan, last name The Unicorn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't think of that like an hour ago and say I'm going to do that as their intro. Jordan the Unicorn MacDonald, everybody, and Daniel West.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, welcome
What's
to
up,
the
everybody?
show.
Gang, gang. Thank
Producer
you for
Joey
having
and producer Jason are in the house.
Yeah, what's up, fellas?
Joey and Jason and Jordan, we out here. 3 J's.
And there's usually Julian as well.
Oh, well, Julian's not
Shout out to
here.
Julian.
So,
Yeah, so
Whatever.
fuck Julian,
he may
right?
be pooping.
yeah. Well,
Oh.
Julian's pooping.
Got to get
He's
it out
got
sometimes,
more
you know?
important things to do.
Yeah, that's very important. You got to clear
than
your
to be
system
here
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and be a quadruple.
I had somebody listening to like videos in the bathroom
Yeah.
while I was like washing my hands. I wasn't pooping in there. But he
Okay.
was, but, yeah.
I'm glad you
Back to the
clarified
show.
that.
Back to the show.
Okay.
I'm pooping right now.
If anyone needs to like update on that throughout the show, please do. That is,
Anybody needs to poop?
yeah.
If anybody needs to poop, tell us. We'll let you
Let us
know. We'll
know.
give you a key.
Oh, yeah. I love that. We're
Give
starting
you the
this
right
way.
position to get in, you know, make sure you hold your legs tight. And
Yeah, we want you guys to have a good time and feel
Do y'all have a
comfortable.
squatty potty? I don't, but my homie did, and I was like, I gotta try it.
Have you
My
ever
brother
used
has it.
Well,
Love
I didn't
it.
have to poop. I didn't have to poop. I was just like, damn, you got a
Yeah.
spotty potty. I don't have to take shit. This
I've
is
used it.
unfortunate.
They say it helps. I don't think it does.
Why
Then
not?
again, maybe I was just constipated that day. Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just think it like the science makes sense. I think they did it on Shark Tank or something,
Well,
and they
I
were
feel like
like,
whenever
I
you
was
put
like,
a-
that makes sense.
Whenever you put a body visual to something, everybody's going to go along with it at that point. Like there's
Yeah.
a visual of somebody with his
Squatty
legs up
potty.
over the toilet and
You're
going
right.
like, this is good, and the other way is bad. So it's like, yeah, that makes sense.
You're right. Marketing is just so effective.
Exactly. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I noticed that as an adult, like I buy products like based on how good the logos are. Like if a logo looks better and is more like seems more with it, if it's like $17 more, I'm not going to do it. But like if it's like a couple cent difference, I want the one that like makes me
You want
happy.
the nicer logo?
And I'm like, that's wow, advertising really does work.
Because like that Jif logo, that Jif peanut butter logo, I don't rock with. I don't know.
Oh, you
know
don't?
what- you know what logo I don't rock with?
Huh.
That new syrup that replaced Aunt Jemima.
I haven't
What
seen
is
that.
it
It's
now?
like the milling.
Pearl
Planters.
milling? I
Pearl
just
milling.
got that. I didn't know
Yeah.
that was Aunt Jemima.
Yes, it looks like a generic brand, and I'm like,
Nah.
yo, where's the black?
I need my
auntie?
black auntie
Right.
back with the syrup, man.
They didn't have to get rid of it. Just
Yeah.
update it. Just
What should they have done? Made her like Megan the Stallion?
I don't know. Cast some actress in Hollywood right now as the new Aunt Jemima.
Yeah,
and
they
have
could have
her,
gotten
you know,
Nia Long as Aunt Jemima.
Exactly.
yeah.
Could have gotten
You know,
yo.
that would sell out immediately if you put Nia
Exactly.
Long's face on a bottle of syrup.
That would have been
Fam.
so smart of them.
Yo.
Each month they just change it to a
Stop
different.
down your pancakes with this new Nia Long. Jemima's. Man, that shit would sell so much. Are you crazy?
You guys, I think we should like maybe start a business together. In addition to being fellow comedians, by the way, I didn't even say these guys are stand-up
Oh
comics.
yeah, I'm a stand-up comic. I
Yeah.
tell jokes and
Hell
shit.
yeah.
How long have both of you been doing comedy? If you would share.
In May, it'll be 3 years for me. Yeah. May
Amazing.
2022, it'll be
That's
3
what's up.
years. Yeah.
I made over a year in December.
Woohoo!
Gang, gang. So you in it now.
Yeah.
Can't get out of it now. Feel like once you pass that year, it's like, okay, I'm in it.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't quit by then.
Yes. I hit my year in November.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah. So I felt that I was like waiting to
Did
hit
you
a
start
year.
in
'cause
Texas? Where did you start?
I started technically in Kansas City, Missouri, but until I
They have a
moved to
comedy scene out there?
a little bit,
Okay.
but yeah, it was
That's
so
so
brief.
random.
Yeah, it is really weird. It's
Kansas City, Missouri?
yeah. So I consider it very ironic because I was born in LA and then didn't do comedy till Kansas City, Missouri, and I started doing improv there, and
So
then
random.
My friend convinced me to do stand-up. I did it on the back of a pickup truck in Kansas City.
That's tight.
And there were a lot of comics. There's definitely a scene, but it was during COVID, so like not a lot of them went out.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that, the Rogan moving thing happened, and then I was like, oh, wow, I might move.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Is it weird
That's
that
cool.
there's a Kansas City in Missouri?
I love this because it's like Kansas City's like where I found myself, so I love it. And I feel when people ask about this, I'm like, oh my God, let me tell you. Yeah,
like,
Kansas City,
Kansas.
Missouri is definitely like the better of the two. Kansas City, Kansas sucks, basically.
Kansas just is.
What's the?
I went to school in Kansas, so I went to KU, and then
what's
I
the
moved
population
Kansas City.
Of
Kansas City?
yeah.
Fuck, I don't think I learned this of like 3 years living there. I kept.
I don't want to call it like a podunk small town, but
It's a decent sized city. Austin definitely feels bigger. But like, I don't. Have you been to any like Midwestern cities, like big Midwest?
Yeah.
Okay, then I don't know what to compare it to. I only have that. But
I've been to Topeka, Kansas, and that was terrible.
Topeka, the capital.
Yeah, it was-
One of my best friend's dads works there. I'm
I
such
had-
a dork.
I had
God.
literally some of the best Indian food in Topeka, Kansas. And I
Why
think
are
they
you
were the
there?
only Indians in Kansas, probably.
they go to the
Probably.
market. They say we got a spot.
And the food was incredible, absolutely
They got a
incredible.
monarchy over there.
Oh, did you eat barbecue?
No, I ate Indian food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they were literally the only Indians in all of Kansas. But
Wow.
yeah,
So
Topeka's not cool.
No, it's that.
no, I hated Kansas when I first moved there. I thought about moving back to California, and then I got a job, which is the reason I stayed because I had like hope. And then, and then it ended up. I made friends, and I was like, moved to Kansas City, and it ended up being awesome. But yeah, if I had stayed out there, I don't think comedy would feel nearly as
No.
exciting because down here it's just like.
Well, because now comedy in Austin is the new, like it's the comedy capital now.
I mean,
really,
it's
in
a
way.
it's a little boom going on.
Yeah, it's a boom that
Get in
hasn't
now.
Yeah.
happened ever
Yeah.
in the city before. This
Kind of like
ever.
a I don't want to say gold rush, but I mean that's kind of what
Yeah.
it feels like. It's
Yeah, that's what
about
it
to
is
happen.
because like
I'm really glad you said that because it's very validating.
I
I
mean,
feel that same way.
Like I don't want to say it's happening now, but it feels like it's about to happen once certain spots open up and once we see exactly what things are going to look like once
yeah, we're in the very early stages, the
Yeah.
early wave of it.
yeah.
this is the cocoon
But I also
before.
think there has been like it already is happening. But you're right, the early stages.
Yeah.
Because like people
think we're
have
seeing a lot of
already blown up just from this year.
I think we're seeing
you
a
know?
lot of the comics that are going to be fixtures from here on out in the city for the next few years.
Do you guys feel like the scene is starting to like get its footing? I feel like I've heard people saying like when we all first came here like about a year ago, a little over that. Would you say that's around the time that the rush of comics from different states came in? Like
yeah, within like since
COVID.
the pandemic started. Once Rogan moved here, it was for sure.
yeah.
Like I'm not sure before that, but once he moved here, that was definitely like an influx of people that
Right.
just said, "All right, I'm just gonna move there too."
Yeah.
And
And now
it's a great city. I went to college out here.
Oh, you did?
And I've always wanted to move back here. Yeah, I went to UT for
Oh, that's
2.5
right.
years, and like I say a joke that they call their alumni Texas X's, and I go, I went to UT. I'm not a Texas X's though. I dropped out, so I'm more of a Texas one night stand.
Yeah.
Nice.
Went our separate ways. We weren't feeling each other. But I always loved the city of Austin. I always want to come back out here. It's a great city for the arts, whether you want to, no matter what you want to
It is
do.
true.
So it's like it's a great city for that.
Yeah. I'm really happy you like it. What do you think, Jordan? How do you feel about everything?
Austin's like my favorite city in Texas. I used to live out here. I went to school in San Marcos in Texas State from
okay.
2011, and then I dropped out my senior year. Gang,
Hell
dropped
yeah.
out, gang. And then I moved to Austin in 2016 and lived out here from 2016 to 2017. But I always, that's unprofessional.
That might be my
Oh,
phone.
that was yours. That wasn't mine.
Oh, God. No, it's probably yours.
But
I'm just kidding.
But no, so I
Take the mic.
would like come to Austin all the time when I was living in San Marcos, and then I lived here for a year, and then I moved to California for 3 years, and then I moved like to across the country for like a year straight. I went to like 17 different states, and I was in Atlanta for 6 months, and I was doing comedy out there a little bit, and then I saw everything comedy wise like pointing to Austin, and I was like, oh, I already like love the city, and I already have most of my friends live here. And so I jumped back out here.
That's awesome. Do you want to pass me my backpack?
Oh, that's you.
Yeah, it's probably me. I'm so sorry. I felt so bad it was happening while you. I'm very sorry.
Oh, it's all
That's all
good.
good.
I'm
So
usually
we're looking for a new host of this show.
No, I'm like
Title's gonna stay the same, but
Jordan is
Jesus.
has already
Those are-
proven himself. He's like been in radio before.
Who wants the job of replacing
I'm so
a white
the
woman?
new episode could be called, was it Texas One Night Stand?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys, forgive me.
But Austin's an awesome city, though. It's a super
is.
cool city.
Just the biggest problem with Austin is just very white. That's
It's extremely
it's an
white.
extremely white city.
Well,
Yeah.
I passed up on 11th Street that whole Black Lives Matter painted on the road, and I'm like, this is the only city with that painted, and no black people live anywhere on this street at
nowhere
all.
near.
Yeah.
Except that one little pocket, and then it's white again.
Yeah. There's a triangle.
Yeah.
It's like, these are where the last black businesses in Austin are. Yeah.
Do you feel that like when you go out and stuff? Like,
Oh,
does it just
definitely.
feel like white people everywhere?
Well, to me, it's also because, especially doing comedy, and I've never considered myself an edgy comic, but I talk a lot about race. And I've noticed that with certain racial material that I have, it makes specifically white people in Austin very uncomfortable. And so it's funny because it's like, it claims to be like this very progressive city, but it's very progressive. It is in multiple ways, but at the same time, there tends to be this, well, don't tell us how it is. Don't tell us what your perspective is. Like, just let us kind of live in our own bubble.
Yeah.
I mean, even
Don't disturb it.
it's just a joke. I mean,
Yeah,
at
and it's
the
just
end of
jokes at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it's just
Yeah.
jokes. Whether you believe I hate white people or not,
Yeah.
I'm joking.
But I double down though. I like when I can sense that white people are getting uncomfortable at my racial
so
material.
fun. It's so
So
fun.
I'm
Yeah.
doubling down. I'm going for all my racial material
Yeah.
now because I see that you're uncomfortable, and I know personally that none of my material is actually offensive. Like, you're not
Yeah.
listening to actually what I'm saying. You're just hearing one little part, and it's triggering you, and now you're upset, and now I'm happy, and now I'm lit. I'm like, yo, I'm killing it right now. you know?
Yeah. Do you feel like, do they give you like laughter and energy that you can tell they are kind of getting it? Or is it just, do they
I mean,
just
there are
dead
definitely
face?
people that get it, that understand. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is comedy. I'm at a comedy
Yeah.
show to laugh. I'm not here to take everything seriously.
It's even better
Right.
when there's like, because I mean, most crowds in Austin are majority white. And so it's even better when the crowd is laughing and then there's just like a little pocket of people that are just upset. And everybody else around them is having a great time and laughing and understanding like your perspective and stuff. But then there's just, like a little pocket of 2 or 3. And it's usually white women. They're just so upset. They're just so upset. And it's funny. It's the funniest thing to me, honestly.
My people are so embarrassing. But I'm glad it's funny and that you guys are.
Well, it's just
going
like
for it.
because I mean, I'm not one to just be like, oh, we're gonna talk about race and stuff. But I'm multiracial. My mom is white, my dad is black, and so I come from a unique background and I want people to know about who I am as a person. So I talk about my perspective and experiences as, my cultural background is. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Gosh. This is like the deepest podcast we've had so far. I
Gang,
feel
gang.
so
This is the blackest podcast we've had so
Yeah.
far.
yes. We had Tamir.
Yeah.
And
But then
Tamir.
you had Tyler Quick on too, so it kind of balanced
That's
out.
hilarious.
Then again, I don't know if that balanced out enough, but I mean, he's half black, so it kind of does another balance.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it evens out. We'll poll the audience and see who wins, Oh God. Well, let's do a toast or a
Tamir is
roast.
black as hell.
Tamir is
I
so
love him.
funny.
I
Yeah,
love him.
Tamir's
Tamir
great.
brightens up every room he's in. Like
Yeah.
He does.
I hadn't seen him in so long, and then we did one of the last mics at Romo before all that mess happened,
Mm-hmm.
and then he walks in, and I'm telling jokes, and all of a sudden his laugh, he just has a
Yeah.
big laugh, and it's just
Yeah.
everybody laughs with him, and it's just like that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's the energy we need in the room.
Yeah. I like how he just gives no fucks
Yeah,
and
that's
says what his
And
Instagram stories
he's
make me
unafraid,
laugh
too.
so hard.
Tamir's very unafraid. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. Like,
Exactly,
he
yeah.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. I
Yeah, he's
love people
Yeah, shouts
like
out
that.
to Tamir Bryant. Where's the camera at? Shouts out to Tamir Bryant.
Shout out
Big
Tamir
homie.
Bryant.
Big homie.
Big homie.
Little homie though, he's young
Yeah,
as fuck.
young, but
he's a big dude.
yeah,
but
he's a big
young.
dude.
He is young, right?
Yeah,
He's mad young. He's like 21,
22, I think.
22. Yeah.
Maybe something like that.
But he,
Booking shows and stuff. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
To Jack and all that.
yeah, he's doing good. So we have a fun segment on this show called Toast or Roast.
Okay.
Was that a good segue? Jordan,
sure.
radio.
Toast
Yeah.
or roast.
Toast or roast.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Toasting
it's
and
time for
roasting.
toast or roast.
Oh my God, it's so good.
go,
Yeah,
yeah.
Daniel can
music, who
sing.
knows, whatever.
Wait, can you
Can we do
both
that one
sing?
more time?
Yeah.
You're killing it.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for toast or roast.
I imagine like some sort of music, right?
And shit.
Yay!
Where's Bob Barker when you need him?
Cue Bob Barker.
90,
Is Bob Barker alive?
He's that-
Is
yeah,
Bob
he's
Barker
No,
that-
he
still alive?
died.
He's
He
97.
died.
Bob Barker
What?
died?
He's 97. Dude is alive. You know why he's still alive is because if it's true that what they say all dogs go to heaven, he's holding on to his life for dear life because he's like the big proponent of neutering dogs. And, you know, if I advocated for cutting off doggy balls all years, I wouldn't want to die.
He ended
either.
every show with "Get your pets
Exactly.
spayed or neutered."
Since the 70s.
Yeah.
So he's probably responsible for millions and millions of dogs getting their nuts chopped off.
Wow.
All these dogs are dead, allegedly in heaven. If he dies and goes to heaven, he's
them
going
dogs
to
fucking
be in
him
a
up.
rude awakening on the other end. So I'd be holding on to my life too. If all I did was advocate for that shit.
Daniel, how do you know so much about Bob Barker?
I studied this. Because I wondered why people.
I study Bob Barker.
Well,
Was that your major at Texas
I didn't say I
University?
studied this. I was very interested in figuring out why people neutered dogs.
I'm a supporter of dogs.
And then-
Okay, why were you very interested in why?
Because I just didn't understand it. I
You
was
didn't
like, why are you
understand the
chopping off doggy?
overpopulation thing.
I didn't understand it. And it's over.
So
Okay,
do you understand it now?
yeah.
Right, we understand the consequences
How do you
of
feel?
not.
How do you feel about it now after doing this research? I'm curious now, bro. After doing this research on dogs
I did it
getting
for a
their
joke.
dicks
The
cut
whole
off.
research.
Jordan
was
sounds
me
like he
advocating
has a
against-
strong passion for neutering dogs.
Oh,
He's
no,
like,
I
why
mean,
don't you believe
I don't own a dog, so
I just-
do what you want. I don't know.
I mean, I just, I'm not gonna
I don't want
take the doggy nuts.
my
Take a
balls cut off,
stance.
but I don't know.
But
This is a weird segment.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that we got here.
Yeah, but-
no, I'm very happy we got here.
Toast or roast.
Toast or roast?
Could you say quick detour segue?
Exactly.
Yeah. Quick detour segue.
Yes, we're killing it.
Oh yeah.
Can we just get a soundboard of just Jordan's
Greatest
voices?
podcast in the world, bro. What?
Oh yeah.
Guys, let's give a toast or a roast to let's start with a venue. With that, that'd be fun,
We
right?
do that, yeah.
Let's toast or roast the Lucky Duck venue open mic.
Toasted.
Great love.
Toasted.
I say.
Because of Alden.
Yeah. I
Alden Schaub is
Toasted,
the man.
yeah.
Both toasting,
Toasted.
both giving a toast
Toasted.
to Lucky Duck.
Shouts out to Alden Schaub's hummus too. That shit is delicious. He makes it homemade and he gives it out to us comics, and it's delicious.
Yeah, has he? I have not been
He's a
there in a
great
while.
dude. Alden
He's
is
so
the
great.
man.
Terrific dude. I
Also,
love him.
shout
The
out
most infectious
Alden.
laugh in the world.
Yeah.
He's-
Greatest laugh in the world.
And yeah, and he provides fart noises at the Lucky Duck mic that have become quite iconic. And he
fart
also started a
technician.
Connect 4 tournament that got so big he got a write-up in something in Austin. I don't remember the
It was on
exact
6th
article.
Street just challenging people to connect for making bank. That was
Oh, and then the cops
the
came
cops stopped
and
him.
told him he couldn't run this
The
Connect
cop said
4
that He was running
operation.
an empire. He was running a Connect 4 empire.
That's
It
how
was
you know
a-
you're really good at Connect Four.
Yeah.
He
They were
is.
all
He's
drunk and
He was
unbeatable.
niggas
hustling
getting-
drunk people. He was
Yeah.
just getting drunk people, man. It was great.
It was amazing.
It's
He was just so
hilarious.
fuck beating them, tagging them.
Shout out Alden.
Definitely toast.
Toast them. Yeah.
That was sweet.
Definitely toast.
Joey usually gives like a list of the roasts and the
Oh,
toasts.
fuck Joey. Roast Joey. No. I thought that was the next toast roast. I'm just
I
kidding.
forgot the list. I apologize.
It's okay. No, I was just like, I felt bad, but you know what? I'm just going to keep rolling with it. We're going to do another toast or roast.
Okay.
Let's toast or roast Texas weather. Because it's turning hot. Today is the day it turned hot. Yesterday I was freezing. Today it's hot. I am in the sleeveless shirt. I have my toes out for the first time in a long
I'm
time.
going to toast it.
You're going to toast it?
Fuck this weather, yo.
Yeah, let's get into
Fam,
it.
it's. I mean, now it's gonna get consistent, and then it's gonna be hot as fuck at one point, and I'm just not gonna be able to take it. Like I'm
It's a
thinking
little
about
too
moving
hot,
up
right?
north somewhere
Really?
Then I'm gonna be like, I don't want to deal with the cold. I
You
don't
gotta
know.
deal with snow, bro.
I don't know, man.
You gotta
But
deal with
Texas is just unusually like bipolar when it comes to weather. I don't know what it is.
True,
Bro.
but once it becomes spring, bro, it's so great. Once springtime comes around in Texas, it's so
All right,
great.
wait
So
till
you're a
90
summer
wait till
guy, you
90
like
degrees.
Spring, summer. I'm a spring, summer.
Spring, summer.
And then the falls in Texas are nice, and then you just got to deal with. You really only have to deal with a short period of time of shit weather in Texas.
And that's winter.
Yeah, that's
we
winter.
finna have a 90-degree April.
It's like a bipolar girlfriend, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes she's real hot.
Yeah,
Sometimes
It's
she's
like,
real
fuck,
cold.
the holiday seasons are coming. She about to get on my damn nerves. I got to break up with her.
You gotta separate for a little
until
while.
after Valentine's Day, and then we can get back together, Queen. That's I'm
He throws
toasting
the
Texas
queen
right
on
now.
there and it makes it all good. Like Jordan could say anything and throw the queen on there.
Got to.
You can say
not
anything
for
to me and throw the queen on there and I'll be like,
Got you, Queen.
That shit
Oh my
don't work
God.
for me. I tried
Yeah.
that shit. Get away from me. You're like, what's up, Queen? Ugh.
Yeah.
I think you could do it.
It's cicadas behind it, bro.
For me,
It
comes
is
off
cicadas.
funny. He
Cicadas
has
behind
the
it.
whole appearance and look and shit with the
Yeah.
jewels and shit.
Yeah.
It comes off with me.
It is
like
authentic.
It comes off like a fuck boy. Like I'm just trying to fuck, and
Yeah.
it's kind of true, but not 100%.
Are you a fuckboy just trying to fuck? You have some
No.
jokes about getting that pee. So
Is that what
Hey.
you call it? Is that what you call it?
Keep it P, pushing P,
It's disgusting.
playing P.
I don't know. I thought it was funny to say.
Get the P, get the P.
Sure, see, multi-layered. It could be penetration.
Yeah,
The general P.
The P is universal, bruh.
Yeah,
You know what
the
I'm saying?
P is universal. To pee
Sometimes
or
you
not
give
to
the
pee.
Sometimes
I hate that shit.
The P gets you.
know what I'm saying? Bro, you hate the P,
I hate
bro.
the P.
Don't hate the P, bro.
Just-
Hate the
no,
P. You know what I'm
hate-
saying? Don't hate the P, hate the P. You know what I'm saying?
Hate the G, right?
No, hate the P. You know,
Okay,
but don't
hate
hate
the
the P.
Gee.
Don't hate the P, hate the G.
No.
Do you get it?
we
You
don't never
following me? Don't hate the
G
player, hate the
spot?
game.
We not.
G unit?
Or
No.
Now I'm confused. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no.
I don't know where these
We just
letters are
gotta-
going. I
just
don't know where
gotta
these letters
keep
are
it
going
P.
now. We roasting
Yeah,
the fucking
we-
P.
we back
Fuck
on the
P.
P.
Fuck P?
No,
I don't
toast
know.
P.
Not the
Toast-
P you're talking about. I'm
Toast to
talking
the
about
P. Toast to the
that
P.
P.
Oh.
Toast to the P.
Okay.
toast the pussy.
Okay, sure.
P,
But
bro.
we roasting P. I don't
but
know.
not the G spot.
No, we keeping G out of it. We keeping G out of
There's
it.
no G
No.
involved.
It's all
P.
about P, bro.
Just
all
P.
about
Until we can
bro.
locate it, we're
Yeah.
keeping it.
All about P right now. bro.
When was the last time you got some pee?
Jordan, you wanna?
No, I'm not answering. This is a question for you, bro.
You don't have to answer. I just thought I'd throw it out there and see what
When was the last
happens.
time you got some P?
Oh damn, we jumping into there. Oh shit. Catie
Yeah.
Housman,
The
late
segment's
So this
called
has been-
Who Needs Some Pee?
Yeah, who needs some?
Who
P?
needs some
to
pee?
Hey, if
Catie
anybody wanna
Housman,
throw some
late
pee.
night. Who needs some pee?
If anybody want to throw some P? That's some. No, not.
What
Throw
are we,
some
R.
tea.
Kelly now?
Yeah, God damn it. This is
I
why
mean,
don't wanna-
come
This is why I
on.
didn't want to go down this road.
The P road?
I mean,
Now somebody's gonna take that clip and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
piss thrown on me.
Yeah.
Like, you said it. Yeah.
or you might get some pee thrown on you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Play
So
it.
it was to get P.
Yeah.
Sometimes we like enter a wormhole on this podcast
Exactly,
and we
yeah.
loop. I remember times way back in the day doing acid and stuff and you get in those loops.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in one of those right now.
That can happen
How
when
many-
you do acid.
Right. How many times have we had this conversation?
I don't know.
Do you ever think, like, what if I wake up and my whole life has been a dream or like a trip? Because you know how people say, like, they'll do DMT? I had a friend who said they did DMT once and they went and lived like 700 years. And maybe they're exaggerating. I don't know. I consider them an
it's
honest
about that.
person.
It's about.
It's
at
Imagine
least
doing that.
700. It's at least 700.
Well, I'm only 26. So it's like, you know, that's
Well,
a
it's
crazy
like-
amount of time to wake up and you're like, I was just tripping for
like
15
Narnia and
minutes.
shit.
Yeah.
You just
Right?
come back through the wardrobe and just
Yeah,
like,
you're
fuck,
like,
I gotta deal with this
whoa.
foster parent again.
Right?
I was a king. Now I'm a poor.
Right.
Nah, but every time I have like a moment of like deja vu, I always think of some like that's when I like get the most conspiratorial. Like I'm just like, oh, this is maybe I died and like this is the checkpoint for the restart of the video.
Yes. Like me in another life died
Yeah,
or an alternate
I don't know.
universe or
Yeah,
something.
Like this is where the multiverse.
Dang,
we died
low key, that
from-
makes sense though, because I used
from
to
Earth
think
1.
that we were just like, I don't know, like video game characters and somebody else was playing us. And when you have deja vu, that could be you just died and had a restart point.
Because what was the
Mm-hmm.
movie in the Matrix? They said deja vu was the glitch in the Matrix.
Glitch in the
something like
Matrix,
that.
yeah.
It's probably
Yes.
the most boring video game ever, though, right?
I'm just like,
This
Bro,
this
life is lit, dog. What?
crazy.
Whoever's playing
Selling
me
up these
sucks.
life points.
I'm an NPC
Bro,
right now.
whoever's playing me, shouts out.
Jason's an NPC.
Shouts out to whoever's playing me, dog. You doing a great job.
You on
Yeah.
a roll right now.
You're on a
yeah.
roll, Playboy.
You have a
on
lot of
roll.
coins for the wardrobe.
A lot of coins for the wardrobe.
Yeah.
Nah, he's just skinny, that wardrobe.
Yeah.
Get that shit.
I just
$4.
thrift. I haven't bought brand new clothes in years. I don't remember the last time I bought like actual new clothes and stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean more just like you have a very eclectic wardrobe that would
Yeah.
probably require coins in a game because it'd be like cool guy outfit, you know.
Just cool.
You know, not just like the regular avatar,
His
but the cool
avatar
one.
costs $1,000 and shit. You gotta,
Yeah, like a skin in Fortnite.
you gotta take
I just spent all my
the developers got to take
money
extra
on
time with his
drip.
hair and
Yeah.
shit. 'Cause
Yeah.
it'll start glitching if he starts running.
The 2 nose rings. Yeah, that's got to be hard to animate. You wait, do you have 2 nose rings?
Yeah.
Okay, you do.
I have no other attributes in this game. It's just I spent all my money on wardrobe. I spent all my XP points on wardrobe.
Which surprisingly has kept you alive
Just
longer
kept
than
me
most
alive
players.
this entire time. Yeah.
That's what I want to.
Nobody wants to fight me. They don't know if I'm crazy or what. Like,
I want to
great.
lose weight so I can go thrift shopping too, dog. Because if I go thrift shopping, like the only clothes that are my size are like big man clothes from like 2002, like
Yeah.
just old FUBU sweatshirts and shit.
Shirts
It's
with
I can't
dogs on
wear
it
this
and shit.
bro. Like,
Sure.
this will make fun. There's a whole stain on it from when a nigga was playing football. Somebody stabbed him.
Somebody stabbed him.
Yeah, most of my clothes come from the women's section too, because I weigh 139 pounds. Fuck. But it's funny, I get so many compliments from dudes. They're like, nice clothes. Like, yeah, I shop in the women's section, dog. Like,
Yeah, because dudes want to wear that shit, but can't find it. They're
Yeah.
like, where'd you find that shirt?
where'd you
I
find
wanna-
it?
Yeah. Jordan's secret is just wandering to the other half of the store.
Jordan, you got a wardrobe that like when you get married or if like I won't put that on you, but if you were to get married, like your wife would take all that shit away. Like it would,
Oh,
like
bro,
then
no.
all that shit would be hanging in your closet. Like all these terrible shirts, get that shit out of here. Put you in a tie and a sweatshirt.
Oh, no.
Imagine if
God.
Jordan came back just with a totally different
Yeah,
look. Everyone
yo,
would know something was
that was
wrong.
that good pee right there. Jordan's got a fucking tie on. What the fuck?
Yeah,
That'd
what?
be terrible. That would
So you got
scare
a
me.
bald fade? What the fuck is?
That would scare me, honestly.
Right?
For real. That just seems like a nightmare.
All this shit
When-
just packed up in a box. And all his necklaces and
Yeah.
potions and these little.
Like I have a
Crystals.
day job.
You can't
Like
tell me that's not a
I don't
potion
go
in that
out in
necklace.
public after I get out like of my day job until like I'm back and juiced up and shit.
What do you wear at your day job?
Just normal ass like plain ass clothes and stuff and
Like
Like
a
what-
khakis?
some blue pants and a blue like sweater.
Just normal nigga
Yeah, just
shit.
normal
Blue
ass
pants.
clothes. Like,
I'm wearing a
I feel
fucking,
so weird every time I'm wearing this shit.
He doesn't get it.
Oh,
Blue.
God.
Are these pants jeans?
Because, like, I
these
remember-
blue
I remember,
pants?
wearing a white button down. Oh, get away from me.
a few
I'm
weeks ago,
suffocating.
me and the homies like we had a show in San Antonio. We're like, yo, we're gonna go see Batman before, and then just drive there. And I was like, bro, I can't like go out in public dressed in my work clothes. Like I can't be seen out in public just dressed fucking regular. Like I'm gonna feel sick. I'm gonna feel weird. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel right if I'm out and I'm not.
Yeah, you don't feel like you.
Yeah.
I feel that way
Like-
when I'm wearing like a new outfit and I'm like something bold, and that would be like scary. Think of like high school when that would be the most terrifying. I wonder, like that discomfort I would feel wearing like a new look to school
Yeah.
is like you wearing just a
Yeah,
regular
Wearing
outfit.
regular clothes like makes me sick to my stomach.
Do you feel that way? Like even if you go to the grocery store, like you gotta look like this at the grocery store.
Yeah, like even when I go to like, cause I have a grocery store that's walking distance from my crib, so I'll like throw on some sweatpants and like cool like.
But even your sweatpants is just like
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like,
multicolored,
yeah,
technicolored.
still- yeah,
fucking lights on.
I wear a
it
lot
and
of
shit.
colors and shit, but yeah, I don't know. I just cause I don't feel.
I don't give.
comfortable
I go to the
in my-
grocery store like in my drawers if I could. Since we put those masks on, I don't give a fuck, dog.
So,
I need
mask
some
and
milk, bro.
jaws,
Like
just
who gives a
mask
fuck?
and
I
jaws.
don't. Who am I
I'm
here to
trying to get
impress?
some tres
at the grocery
leches,
store?
yo. I'm
Oh.
just trying to get some
Yeah.
tres leches real quick.
It's amazing what the masks take off of you. Like I feel like I like wearing the mask because you do feel like you're hiding.
Yeah, you don't
In
know if somebody's
public,
ugly or not.
You really don't. It's
And-
all about the lower half of your face, I
Yeah,
think.
and plus I have a thing about like seeing people in grocery stores that bothers me. That's like you at your most like intimate, like I'm buying stuff that goes into my body or for my body or for my household.
That's
like
hilarious.
I
Are we about to talk when you saw me at Walmart?
Exactly. This is where this comes from because I saw her in Walmart.
Why y'all shop at Walmart?
This is before I
It's close
This is before
and
yeah,
cheap.
it's like right there. This is like before I even like had a conversation with you, but I just like saw you walking around. I was just like, oh, this is awkward.
That's so
'Cause
funny.
I don't know what
It's
I was
always
I
awkward
don't know what I
seeing
was
somebody
buying, but
that
whatever
you
I was
know.
buying, I had like I felt weird about it. I was like, oh, this is in my cart.
It's
I know
always
people-
awkward seeing somebody that you know at the grocery store, though.
Yeah.
It's like, what do we do? Do we talk? Like,
Like-
can we,
Well,
do
if
we
I
like
saw you
go
guys-
down?
Hill or something like
Yeah,
that.
you
in the
know?
cart, you're like, that's a lot
Exactly.
of veggie burgers.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of beans and laxatives.
Yeah.
And my
Why do
pastor
you
walks
have-
by his son.
Why do you have
I'm a breakfast.
mushrooms, salmon, and condoms? What's going on? Like, what are you planning to do tonight?
Well, if I saw you guys now, I'd be excited. I'd be like, oh my God,
Yeah,
friends.
now it would
Yeah.
be.
But
it'll
at the
probably be
time,
cool.
we,
At
like-
the time, it was
Yeah.
like I barely knew you. I saw you like a few times. I didn't have a conversation with you before, so it would have been awkward.
I feel like both of you. Actually, Jordan, I was a little more intimidated by you.
Really?
Because you're
Why?
so
Really?
cool, Jordan. You're so
Really?
cool. It's just the
Intimidated
way
by me.
you have. I feel like we have been. I don't know. I just don't. I don't recall
That's
being as
interesting to me.
intimidated.
That's interesting.
That's
to me.
so weird.
I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean it in like a way where I just wanted.
Oh yeah,
your
well no,
approval.
I didn't take it in
so
a bad
cool
way.
Okay.
Trump's big black man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Goddamn.
No, in a way where I was
Cool ass
intimidated
black
in the
dude.
sense that like I wanted to be both of your friends a lot, and you're very like approachable. You're approachable
God damn it.
too.
Oh,
That's
man.
hilarious.
I
Are
try to
people
be as
intimidated? Are
unapproachable
white
as-
women intimidated by me? Is that?
I don't know if it's like
that
a
it?
if it's a white woman thing. I don't know.
Honestly, I can take a guess. Like I feel like, is it that you think that he's gonna judge you when you walk up with you what you have on?
Not
He's
what
like,
I have
yeah,
on,
this
but
bitch had on
like
jeans and a t-shirt. Like, ugh.
I feel like I assumed like you were really cool and artsy, and I've never felt like I was artsy enough for artsy people,
Oh.
and so I just assumed that like maybe
I mean, I
I
have no
don't
like
know.
real like artistic skill at all.
you just look like you. That's the weird thing about it, though.
I
I
just
think
wear
maybe
a lot of colors. Like I just wear a lot of. I've done
I
a lot
like
of psychedelics.
that.
I've done a lot of psychedelics. And I'm like, oh.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I
thank
admire
you.
it.
She said,
Thank
"I'm
you.
a problem. I be trying to be as unapproachable to white people as
Bro.
possible." Fuck, man. God damn it.
Yeah,
I
think
met-
you should like
Step that
host
shit
like
up.
a dating show because I feel like this is like the dating show right now.
You
Like,
think?
you're like, I think you're really cool, contestant number one.
I
Number
know.
two, I like you at the grocery store. If we were going
He's
on
trying
a
to pick
date,
up black men.
what would you do with us and why?
I'm using this podcast now as my own personal way to like tell people how I feel about them, and like I just love
I feel
having
like she does
intimate
like
conversations.
ecstasy before the show, and she's like, "Y'all are great."
Yo.
This
The last
world's
episode
great.
with Andrew, I watched it and I'm like looking at him the whole time, like, like I want to like eat him, but I love him and I think he just makes me laugh a lot.
Sometimes
But
she like licks the mic
I
as
do.
well.
I like this
Yeah.
She's
thing
gonna sniff
has
the
seen a
chairs.
lot.
Flavor is this?
What was that? I'm
That's
sorry.
you gonna sniff the chairs when we leave and shit.
Oh yeah, probably. So anyway, that's like the type of person I am. So I'm like obviously not gonna. This Jordan guy is gonna think I'm a freaking loser.
That's crazy because like I just be chilling.
I know. But that's part of it. It's like someone who can just be chillin' is the person you want to like you. But also Daniel West. I want.
Hey, that's what's up. I appreciate that.
Yo,
Now
when
I'm
I
just
remember
like-
when I first got to, because I got to Austin and started doing comedy out here in July, and I remember I went to the Anderson Mill mic, and I saw you and Tamir, and I was like, damn, them niggas cool as fuck, bro. Dang, they cool as fuck. Like them the dudes in Austin.
You caught us on the right day.
Yeah.
Fucking
I was like, yo, these are the
Anderson
dudes
Mill.
in Austin. Yo, like I'm not good enough to like be in their presence and stuff. And then I'm like, oh,
Aw.
these the homies and shit. Yeah.
These
That's because when I
homies and
first saw
shit.
Tamir and you, I was just like, yeah, y'all made me go home and write as much as I could. I was like, well, I gotta
Bro.
get new shit. Because
That's
here they come
crazy.
with
That's
all
so
their
sweet.
Like
shit
first
that I didn't
jumping
think
into
of
the
first.
scene is so weird because it's like nobody knows you. You don't really know anybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
And nobody
like,
nobody knows how long you've been doing it. So if you
Yeah.
you come in there with your best five, it's like, fuck, how long has he been doing
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that when I first saw Tamir, that nigga was doing it for 2 weeks. I was like, God damn. Oh man.
yeah. And then like you see people just do really well. You're like, oh fuck, like,
Yeah.
I'm not good at all. And then yeah, I don't know, it's weird. And then you kind of like, oh, now we just are in it now. We're a part of it. And
Totally. I feel that way. Remember when we talked
now
at
it's funny
Ty's
to
Christmas
watch your
thing?
homies bomb. 'Cause you're like,
Yes.
yo, I've seen you
Yeah.
kill, and you're doing terrible right now,
Yeah.
and I'm laughing because you know
just
what's
staring at
happening.
me.
Yeah, just staring at you.
That's part of why I think the scene is like settling in. Like people kind of know each other better.
Yeah.
We know what people do,
Yeah.
what people are really good at. I just think it's kind of cool, like that things are starting to like take shape.
Yeah, it is cool because now it's like, I mean, for me at least, when I first got in, I had no intentions of producing shows and stuff, and now I'm producing shows, and I'm like, well, that's crazy.
Do you want to talk a little about the Jordan Unicorn Extravaganza?
Yeah. So I run a monthly showcase called the Wonderful Unicorn Extravaganza, and it's my showcase where I showcase honestly comedians I feel like need to be booked more in the city.
Love that.
And
Hell yeah, preach.
yeah. And honestly, we've done 2 so far. They've both sold out. I have a house band that plays.
I was at the first one, and that shit was dope. That shit was
Yes.
dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Standing room only. People were just, I don't know how many tickets we sold, but that shit was, I can't even
We
explain it.
sold 38 pre-sales, and then we had like 20 walk-ins, and then we had.
And were you a part of it too?
Yeah,
producing?
I closed that bitch out.
He was
Other comics.
he closed it.
Yeah.
He closed. He was one of the comics that performed.
Amazing.
And I have a 2 white dude limit on my shows.
Oh my
because
God.
I'm gonna well
You better than me because it would have been like I have a 0 white tolerance.
Yeah.
Ain't none of you.
because in Austin there's over 200 stand-up comedians and only 22 of us are black. And majority of the shows in Austin is mostly just like white dudes and then a token minority. And I kind of don't like stuff like that. So with me producing the shows that I produce, I always make sure it's very multicultural. That's why I only have 2 white dudes at a time because they're on every show and it's majority white dudes on every show. And there's a lot of funny ass white dude comics and a lot of them are my friends. And I tell them this to their face, like I have a 2 white dude limit. Like only can get 2 of y'all at a time.
Yeah.
And so I think that also brings a uniqueness to my shows because I have a bunch of mostly minorities on my show. And then also that attracts a very multicultural crowd. Like I have literally every type of person in my crowds too, which is cool. And then Shelly Nix and the Love Space Connections, they're my house band and they play at the end
Oh my God.
of my shows. Yeah, we set up a full band, drum set, guitar, bass,
Dope as fuck.
everything,
Amazing.
and we party and jam out, and they've been awesome. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. And you do this once a month.
Once a month.
Is it like a specific like third Saturday or something like that?
No, it's just whatever Friday night. It's a late night Friday show. It's whatever Friday I choose for the month.
Okay.
But it's a late night Friday show. 10:30 starts at 10. Doors open at 10. Show starts at 10:30, and we jam out until the comedy runs about an hour and 24 minutes, and then the band plays for 20 to 30. So it's like just under 2 hours. And it's a great time.
Where's this located?
At North Star Comedy Club at the Brass Tap in the Domain. And I have 3 more shows running there, March 25th, April 2nd, and then April 9th. And then after the April 9th show, I'm looking for a new venue for reasons I can't explain why. But yeah, so I have.
Shout out
Where can we
venues.
find like info on this? What's your Instagram?
On my Instagram, you can find everything on my Instagram. It's at Jordan the Unicorn, JORDAN
It's on the screen right now.
THEUNIXORN. And yeah, you
One more
can see
time?
JORDAN. Let me do it in my radio voice.
Oh, yeah.
Let me do the radio. Let me radio
please.
voice.
Jordan's Instagram.
JORDANTHEUNIXORN at Jordan the Unicorn.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is this a perfect time? Like, are we? Was it 15
We're
minutes
in the
left?
wrap up mode, but
Okay.
we can keep going a little bit. Yeah, we're in the end mark. We got
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I'm working on time.
Should I? Is where I plug mine?
Daniel,
yeah,
please tell us if you have any.
We already plugged his. We're good.
God, one black man plug at a time.
But yeah, come to the
Daniel.
shows. Come to the shows. They're great.
Tell us about your stuff, upcoming shows, productions, anything.
I'm not sure when this is coming out, but I got a show this Saturday, the 19th, at Happy Clouds Smoke Shop. It's gonna be dope. Whole festival, 2 p.m. It's gonna be music, crawfish, beer, smoke, all that stuff. I got a show at the end of the month at Barbershop Company. It's gonna be dope. You can find all my stuff at my Instagram at Sir D West. That's SIRDWEST.
Daniel will be on one of the April shows
Hell
too.
yeah.
At
I'm
the
not
Brass
sure
Tap.
At the Brass
right?
Tap, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure the 2nd or the 9th, but he's on one of them.
Hell yeah. And I'll probably be at all them shows in the crowd or whatever.
Gang
Just
gang.
partying out. Hell yeah. And that's Sir D West Instagram again.
Well, I would like to plug these two because truly you're both so funny. I
Oh, thank
really,
you. I
really think so.
appreciate it.
So far,
I concur. I concur.
Oh,
Right.
sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
I've said that to everyone so far, but the show, I
think
feel
this
the need
time
to
she
say
means
that.
it. She
I
means
do
it.
mean it. I mean it the
Everybody
most
listen
this
to
time.
Hope y'all hating.
Yeah.
No,
We
I
got
just
the white
want you
girls'
guys to
approval.
know,
We
got the
even
white
though
girls'
I say it,
We official. We got a stamp in Austin.
I want to have people on who are super funny, and you
Yeah,
guys are, and that's all I
Oh, we
wanted to
appreciate
say.
it.
Hell
You're so
yeah.
funny. It's amazing that you've both been doing it less than 5 years, and you're both really good. So.
It's cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. I started in LA and that was wild.
Ooh, yeah, I
I got beat
imagine.
up. I got so beat up. Like,
Beat up emotionally.
every type of way.
Yeah,
in
you got beat
LA.
up physically too. They robbed his
Yeah.
little.
Oh, really?
They robbed his
Yeah, I
little
lived in my
chains
car when I was in LA too, and like I would go to an open mic and bomb, and then go and cry in my car.
Oh.
yeah, and then just go to sleep.
That's
I
hilarious.
feel so
Oh, yeah.
lucky.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
It's great.
Wait.
You and your
It's great.
sad drama.
do you ever feel, because we both kind of like started in Austin, really,
Yeah.
right? Like I feel so lucky that we're in this like incredible supportive like place. I feel like there's a lot of
LA
support.
wasn't that supportive.
So many people have horror stories of starting out and they're in like Detroit
I
and
wish
they're
people
like,
were less supportive. I'm not gonna lie. I
really?
think people are too supportive. I'm like, hey, look, it's it's not that serious. I don't know if you're gonna be here the next
That's
5
funny.
years. So
That's true.
yeah, it's true. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's a friendly city.
I
but,
feel lucky and almost scared. I'm like, shit, is this all gonna go away? And
But also,
I'm
we're
in
in
the
a
car.
great
Knock on
central
wood.
location because you have San Antonio, you have Dallas, you have Houston, all have places you can perform.
Yeah.
And so you're in a good central location to build buzz in the state of Texas and then kind of expand out from there.
Yeah. And I love Texas so far.
Oh, yeah.
it's a great city.
Yeah.
It's a great state. Sorry.
Texas is a great
Texas,
city.
not Austin.
There's probably a city named Texas somewhere.
It's a Texas
And we're
city.
both OG
Yeah.
Texans.
Yeah.
We're both Texas boys, too.
You
know?
are? I wanted to
H-Town,
clarify
Houston,
that.
You
Texas.
know, Sherman, Texas, you know.
You know,
H-Town.
Inwood,
Wait, no,
Stevenwood.
Reuben's B-Town.
E-Town.
Right.
Beaumont?
E-Town.
Is it Beaumont that he's...
Beeville.
Beeville?
Beeville, Texas.
Beeville.
It's like near Corpus Christi.
I wish he was in here so you guys could have Texas Texas stuff.
Corpus. You get your.
I still know like
the
nothing about
Sherm.
Texas. I love listening to Texans. Be like, oh,
Yeah.
Kyle. I mean,
Jesus.
Texas.
I think Kyle's the funniest name for a city I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no new
Some
info.
white dude is
Everyone's
like, "This is
jokes
my
about
land.
Kyle, but
This
it's
is
just a
mine."
great name. Like,
This is my land, bruh.
yeah.
Dude, this is my land. It's Kyle, Texas, bro.
So this show doesn't have a
Find your own.
title, so we like to end
Oh, yeah.
by asking, what do you think this show should be called?
Yeah.
Yo.
Give us.
Bang-a-lang, boomerang with Catie Housman.
Ah,
That's a first.
that is
Boom.
maybe one of the best we've had so
I
far.
know it's the
Unicorn
best.
approved.
Unicorn
Yeah.
approved.
Bang-a-lang Boomerang with Catie Housman.
Yeah.
What would the
Nice.
catchphrase be?
Bang, lang, 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 lang. It's like
Bang-a-lang.
some like dangling, like like them door stoppers. I don't know.
I just my keys like
I need
obnoxiously.
a catchphrase real quick.
I'm trying to think of one of your great sound effects. Like
The
from
Bang-a-lang
your radio
Boomerang.
days.
And then that's where
That's
you
good.
do.
Do that
It's
again.
what's
That was-
And you can have like a
It's what's poppin'.
you can have like a boomerang and you throw
Or
it.
something like with boo.
That'd be fun. Like a
But it'd be
Like
like a,
boomerang. It's coming back
like
at you.
a-
Or something like that.
a fake one.
Coming
you know?
right back
Be like
at
a-
Oh yeah, coming back at you
Yeah,
next
all right,
week.
all right.
coming back
Yeah.
at ya because of a boomerang.
Yeah, say bang-a-lang,
Genius.
boomerang.
Bang-a-lang
But it'd be
Boomerang.
Coming right back at you.
Bang.
That is so great. Oh my
We just did
gosh.
something.
Coming right back at ya. I'm
Dang,
gonna.
that's so good. How
That
do we
is
do it?
so
We
good.
just clock into that universal energy, dog.
I think we'll just have you
Right
now
there.
as the announcer of the
Yes,
show.
Jordan.
You'll just be
Fucking
on
get
the
it, bro.
show
We
from
just
now
get
on.
it, bro.
I should have brought my tarot cards this time.
Yeah, you
with
should
Got
have.
tarot cards.
Let's do tarot together sometime. I brought it on last time, and
Yo, I'm afraid to do tarot with a white woman, but
come on, let me change your mind. I'm very
That's the
connected.
blackest shit you just said. Is
I had a Reiki session a couple weeks
and
ago.
then you said tarot cards, and that's like the not blackest shit ever. And then you go, yeah.
no,
I'm
tarot's
not-
black, bro. Tarot's black.
It's a certain type of
Tarot's
black.
black.
It's
Tarot's
a
black.
Creole. Like,
Tarot's black.
Do you have a suggestion for the name of our show? I'm sorry to
I
interrupt.
like the bang-a-lang stuff. My only suggestion would be some like white girl stuff. So that
So the show's called
Yeah.
White Girl
What about
Style?
just white? Yeah, I think we should call.
White Girl Style with Catie Housman.
When we're like
better than
3
mine, though,
seasons
honestly.
into
That's
the show,
better
we're gonna
than
have a
mine.
running list of what everyone
That's better than my
suggested.
white girl stuff with Catie Housman. That's incredible.
Well,
White
thank y'all
girl
for being
style.
on this
So good.
show.
Hell yeah, thank
We'd
you.
love to
Wait,
have you
wait.
back and talk more about this.
Yes,
but
yes.
thank you for being on the show.
Thank
We'll
you
follow
guys.
you, be at your shows. I want to just say, love what y'all are doing.
Sweet.
I love the idea of creating your own scene.
Yeah, man.
Don't let white guys in it. It's great. Yeah, like minorities role.
Yeah.
The
Got
a white guy approval. You heard it first.
And let women roll. Like just
Yeah.
create your own scene.
I
And
always
so-
have women. I always make sure there's women on my shows. Too.
It's a lot of funny women.
There's a lot of funny
comics
women comics, and I don't
in the city specifically.
I don't think that there should
In
be
this room
all
specifically?
shows with
Is that what you
all
said?
males.
This room
I think we
specifically?
need women too. So
No,
yeah,
I
always
agree.
put
I agree
women
with
on
that.
my
I
shows.
agree.
Yeah.
Diversity is key. I think it's like the thing is Austin's a great city for comedy and art, but the thing that makes it thrive is the uniqueness.
Yeah.
And why should it all be just one thing?
Seriously.
Why can't it be, trans, gay, people
Yeah.
of color, just everything?
Yeah,
Instead
exactly.
of I don't want to look at myself in the mirror all the time. I want to look at other people. I want to look at other girls. I want to look at other things. Like,
Yeah.
let's make it universally diverse.
Yeah, that's that unicorn energy, son. That's
Yes,
you know it.
guys.
You know
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We have the power.
You can find this show on Instagram, YouTube. Like, subscribe.
Oh yeah, there's a new Instagram for this show,
Yeah,
by the
you
way,
wanna shout it
at
out?
Untitled CHP.
That's right.
Very exciting. The producers are doing great stuff over here, and I am really happy about it.
Untitled Catie Housman podcast
Yes. Project.
project. Okay.
Come back next time.